Good afternoon. My name is Alina Shaltsova. I am an immigration attorney from Brooklyn, New York. In today's Legally Speaking seminar, I would like to talk to you about United States Fourth Amendment to the Constitution and the recent decision, Al-Assad versus the United States Attorney General and others, that held by the U.S. Supreme Court that CBP agents at the border cannot, however they please, search electronic devices of the persons seeking admission and coming back from trips abroad, those who would like to enter the United States. Earlier this year and a previous year, you probably heard many stories as reported by the news of persons who were trying to enter the United States and their electronic devices were searched, and based on the findings by the CBP officers from those devices, people were not allowed to come in. For example, there was a case of a man whose phone was searched, and some information that he was posting or his friends were posting on Facebook was found to be in discord with the United States views, and he was not allowed to use his visa and come into the United States. Likewise, there was a case of an attorney whose phone was searched despite the warnings that the phone contained privileged information. And basically, it was government's position that at the border, people do not have rights because they're not in the United States yet, and that their devices, their computers, their phones can be searched regardless of any protections. So that's not what the U.S. Supreme Court stated. The court stated that when government would like to search your device, at a minimum it has to have reasonable suspicion that the device would have forbidden contraband. It's very important because basically now the United States government cannot just grab your phone, let's say they know you're an immigration lawyer, and access all your records and see who your clients are and what they wanted from you. All right? Or they cannot get your phone and say, oh, wait a second, let me see if you have any job offers and you're really coming here to work. All right? So this is a very important decision. Of course, it's not a perfect decision because it didn't state, if I'm not mistaken, that the government would need a warrant, right? It stated only that the government needs reasonable suspicion. Well, to get a warrant at the border for the government also would be, I would say, not practical. So I'm not really sure how they, because the other side would argue that. So how exactly it would be implemented? I guess your devices would be arrested for the time being or something like that. I'm not really sure. So those who say that the warrant is necessary, I mean, I'm not really sure if that will ever become the reality, just because it's going to be so hard to implement it, because everything at the border happens pretty fast. But this recent decision is actually a big victory, because now you know, because I told you and you read in the news, that your device when you cross the border cannot be just taken and searched. It's very important to know that. Laptop, I'm talking about laptop, phones, possibly flash drives, those thumb drives. So this is a very important decision. It's a victory, and of course we're all waiting for another decision in another case regarding DACA, and we'll see what's going to happen. Thank you for watching.